done in your copy? Have you finished the work in your copy? Tell me, please. The sum that we were discussing yesterday, have you done that in your copy or all are sleeping? Just joining the class and sleeping? No one is answering.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Others? Who has done it there in their copy? Please answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Reason? Reason Chetri, have you done? Ashish done. Okay, very good. Reason, are you there? I will just call everyone's name now. Those who are not responding, I'll remove them. Wait. Nidhi? Respond Nidhi. Say yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Harshita?
Yes. No, ma'am.
Shalini?
Yes, ma'am.
Ashish?
Yes, ma'am.
Namrata?
Yes, ma'am.
Pratiksha? Giri? Pratiksha Giri? She's there. I think she's on. Yeah, okay, Pratiksha. Ishika
Yes, ma'am.
Agarwal? Ishika Agarwal?
Yes, ma'am.
Ishika, after so many days you are attending classes. Where were you? Hmm? No answer. Abhijit? 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 The one who will not respond, I'll remove them. Any network issue or anything will be taken care of later on. Ishika Chaudhary?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Mamta? Mamta will be there.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, Mamta. Reason? Removed. Shruti? Okay, Shruti. Ashmita?
Yes, ma'am.
Saurav?
No, ma'am.
Muskan?
Yes, ma'am.
Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
Sagar?
Yes, ma'am.
Abhishna? This is your attendance today. Abhishna?
Yes, ma'am.
Anurag?
No, ma'am.
Aryan? Aryan?
No, ma'am.
Ashish responded. Ashmita? Oh, Ashmita responded. It's okay, it's okay. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Devrupa? Devrupa?
Yes, ma'am.
Harshita has responded. Ishikagar, Isha Chaudhary. Kajal will be there. I don't have to call also. Kasak will be there. Kushi? Kushi will
Yes,
also
ma'am.
be there. Mamta done. Muskan Gupta?
Yes, ma'am.
Muskan Prasad?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Pawan?
Yes,
Pratiksha?
ma'am.
Pratiksha will be there.
Yes, ma'am.
Pooja?
Yes, ma'am.
Rohit Pandey? Rohit Pandey?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you awake, Rohit Pandey?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you understood whatever I am teaching in the online classes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Everything. You come one day in college. I want to meet you.
Okay, ma'am.
When are you coming? Tell me. Hmm? Rohit? When are you coming?
I'm Saturday.
Saturday. No, not Saturday. Before Saturday.
Ma'am, I have some work.
You have some work, you do your work at 12 noon, you come, no problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Then when? Today is Tuesday. I want to meet you on Friday.
And Friday is my birthday.
Is your birthday?
Yes, ma'am.
So very good. You will come and meet me. I'll give you chocolate. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. You come and meet me then on Thursday. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Tanya, are you there? Not done. Okay, Tanya. Where you had been? You are also attending classes after so many days. Okay. And Ishika Chaudhary. Ishika Agarwal. Where you had been? See, 27:21. What will I teach today? If I run after you, all the class time gets over. Yes, Ishika Agarwal. Are you there? You were sick for so many days. I talked to your sister. She said you were sick for some days, and before that also I told her that you did not attend. She said she will tell you. After that also you did not attend. You should inform no when I'm asking about your no whereabouts. You should inform no. Anyways, okay. So those who had not done whatever I'm teaching in the class, you please do it in your copy. It's a request. Otherwise, you will just miss the flow, and afterwards you will not understand anything. And if you don't practice, these are all numerical. No, you cannot mark up and write. You have to practice. Otherwise, there is no way. So those who have not done, I just ask you to finish that off by today. Whatever will be taught in this class and yesterday's class and today's class, combinedly whatever will be taught, you please finish it off in your copy. All right. I'm sharing the screen, yesterday's screen only. Okay, so you can see the problem. This is yesterday's problem only. This is yesterday's problem where we started with the Modi, right? And in Modi, I told you the very first step is to see whether the number of allocations is exactly equal to the value of m plus n minus 1. Okay? If the m plus n minus 1 value is equals to the number of allocations being made in the initial transportation cost table, this is the table that you will receive after the solution. Okay? After solving by any method, it can vary also. Okay, it is not that you will exactly get this allocations in this in the table if you follow different type of methods. It's not that theory. Okay, the theory doesn't prevail like that, but the number of allocations should match. Understood? Number of allocations should match, and all these demand and capacities should be exhausted. Understood? It's not that all the allocations in all the cells will exactly match. If you follow any of the three methods, northwest corner, least cost, or VAM. It's not that. But this demand side and capacity size exhaustion should match, should be done. Entire number or the entire number of units that are given in the capacity side and the demand side should be exhausted, and the number of allocations should match. It can be in any cell, but the number of allocations should match. Okay. So those who are applying any other method other than the northwest corner might get another sort of set of allocations in different set of cells. In that case, you just check whether you are getting the number of allocations same as 5 or not. That matters. Okay. Anyway, so once you get that initial transportation cost table, then you will have to find out the value of m plus n minus 1, and then you need to match it with the number of allocations being made. Okay. Number of allocations being made. So thus you will get a transportation cost, which will be a total of all the allocations. And yes, this one should also match. Okay. This one should match. If you follow any of the three methods, this total cost will match. So once you do that, then I told you yesterday that we have to do two assumptions. Now we are going to apply the optimal solution with the help of Modi, finding the optimal solution with the help of Modi method. Modi method is nothing but applicable in testing whether the initial transportation cost that you have got after applying any of the method is the optimal one or not. Understood? That is why this Modi method is applied. This is not a different technique to solve transportation cost. Okay? Modi method is an optimality test method. Understood? So, if this is the case, then we have to make two assumptions when we are applying Modi. The first assumption is that we have to assign a number 0 to a row or a column in which there has been most number of allocations. So in this problem, we saw yesterday that all the rows and all the columns, those who have a moderate number of allocations have all same number of allocations, that is 2. If you see the first column, this is 2. If you see the second column, there are 2 allocations. If you see the second row, if you see the third row, all are having 2 allocations in them, isn't it? That's why in these cases, you have to select any row or any column arbitrarily. Arbitrarily means not based on any method, not based on any rule. You just arbitrary. It's your wish, so you have selected. It's like that. Okay. So in our sum, we had seen that we will go with the book because I'm explaining this problem. So I will go with the book. Okay. Whatever has been done here. But you can choose any other row or any other column than the one mentioned in the book. Freedom is given to you. Okay. So in the book we saw that the column 1 has been assigned a number 0. Now this is the first assumption that we will make, that we will assign a number 0 to the column or the row which is having the highest number of allocations. And the second assumption is this equation. UI plus Vj equals to Cij. Again, I am asking, what is this Cij? Yesterday also I asked. Those who were awake, they will be able to answer. Tell me, what is this Cij?
Cost.
Yes, very
Cost.
good. Yes. The Cij is the cost. That means the numbers which were given to you when the problem was solved to you. Okay. So the Cij are those costs. And when we are saying U, this U stands for the row. And UI is given, no. So this U stands for the rows and I stand for the row number. Similarly, this letter V stands for the column, and this J, letter J in the subscript of V, that J stands for the column number. Okay. So when we are writing U, we are indicating the rows, and when you are writing I, we are replacing I with 1, 2 or 3. That means we are identifying the row number. And when we are writing V, that means we are notifying column, and when we are replacing J with numbers, then we are writing the column number. Simple. And we are assuming that this Ui plus Vj is equals to Cij. Okay. So based on this assumption, now we will do our calculations, and we have to find all the values. Okay. Our objective is to find the value of U1, U2, U3. That means there are 3 rows. So U1, U2, U3 we will find, and there are 3 columns also. So we will find V1, V2 and V3. That is our objective. Okay. So going with the objective, what we will do is we will assign. Do you have your second class? Do you have your second class with Rupam sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He has not informed of not taking or anything, no?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So what is our objective? We will have to find U1, U2, U3 and V1, V2, V3. Now V1 we have already assumed. It is 0. So one number at least we should know. Otherwise, how are we going to put it in the equation and solve for the other number? So that's why we have known V1, and it is our own assumption. We have given this number V1 as 0. Understood? V1 means column 1. Okay, because we had chosen it arbitrarily. So V1 we have given it's a number 0. Now we will start from the equation where we can put V1, so that we can put a 0 and solve for the other number, and accordingly we will solve for rest of the numbers. Okay, so let us start with the very first cell, which is, because here we have selected V1, no? So V1 is the first column. In the previous sum which we had done, it was the third row, I remember so far. In that case, we would have started with the first cell in the third row. But now as we are assigning 0 to the first column, that means we will start with the first cell of the first column. Okay. First cell of the first column. Which is the first cell of the first column? Tell me, anyone? Which is the first cell of the first column? Yes, I didn't get you.
Ma'am, 2.
2. The cell having 2. Don't call it a 2. Okay. The cell having the cost 2, and it is named as C11. This 2 is called C11. Okay. C is the cost, that is 2, and the cell number is 1, 1. That means 1 row, 1 column. If it is the cell having the cost 4, then we would have named it as C21. That means second is the row and first is the column. So we would have named it as C21. Similarly, in the third cell, which is having the cost 1, we would have named it as C31, like that. Okay. So we will proceed like that. We will start with C11. Now, when we are writing C11, this 1 is for the row, 1 is for the column. First number in the subscript, no, I'm talking about the subscript of C. It is having 1 and 1. So this 1 indicates row number and the second one indicates the column number. So U1 plus V1, U is the row, V is the column. So if we are indicating the cell C11, then we will write C11 equals to U1 plus V1. Okay, and we will write it as 2. As someone of you already told me, it is having 2. The cell is having number 2. So this C11 is nothing but 2. Now what is this C11? As we have assumed this equation, U1, Ui plus Vj equals to Cij. Now this I and j are getting replaced by 1 and 1 respectively. So when we are writing C11, we will write U1 plus V1 equals to 2. Understood? Any doubt, please ask me. Unmute and ask, please, if you have any doubt. Tell me. Is it clear? This 1 subscript, how it is coming?
Yes, ma'am.
Sagar? Is it clear to you?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Abhishna? Abhishna, is it clear to you? Abhishna is there or not? Abhishna left the meeting. Okay. Yes, Abhishna, is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, writing this equation is very important. Otherwise, you will not be able to calculate the numbers. Okay. Similarly, you will calculate C21, C22, C32 and C33. Okay. You will take all this. Now, another thing. Okay. We will solve this equation only for the allocated cell or unallocated cell. Tell me, those who had already understood Modi, you tell me. We will do this calculation, this C11, C21, C22. That means all the C's. What for which cells we will calculate? For the allocated ones or the unallocated ones? Tell me.
Ma'am,
Yes, we will do it only for the. We'll do it only for the
unallocated cell.
unallocated ones. No, then why is it doing for allocated ones? Wait, let me see. No, I think for allocated ones. No. 2, 3, 2. 2, 2, 3, 2. Yes, for the allocated ones. In the previous sums, did we do for allocated or unallocated? Check once.
Ma'am, allocated one.
Allocated ones, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Allocated. Yes, allocated ones. So that we can assign for the numbers in the unallocated cell. In the next step, we will only assign in the unallocated cell. Okay. But this step we will do for the allocated ones in order to find out the numbers. So only for the allocated cells we will do the calculation. It's already 7:37 and since you're having class, you go and attend the class, but this calculation up to C33 has to be there in your copy when we meet tomorrow again in the first class. Okay. You finish this calculation till C33 in your copy. All right. You can leave the class now. See you again at 9:20 and we will continue with this sum tomorrow again. Okay. Leave the classroom. I have given you attendance. I had called your name. So based on that, I'll give you the attendances.